Hi everybody, it's me, Corey T, and today we're going to talk about the amazing, very powerful, very important tool that we all have at our disposal, and that is affirmations. So in this video, we're going to talk about what affirmations actually are and why they're important. I'm going to tell you some stories, as I always do, from my life about how I used affirmations and how they changed my life. And then we're going to think about how you can create specific affirmations that work for you. How do you find which affirmations you need to be affirming to yourself? And that's a really useful skill for you to be able to have, because sometimes we're affirming things just because we've been told to affirm it. But are those affirmations right for us? You know, it's like taking a vitamin that you don't need, or taking a supplement that you've already got enough of in your body. So we need to find a way to find the specific affirmations that we want to use for ourselves. Right, so what are affirmations? Affirmations are a way for us to change the neural pathways and the old stories that have been running on autopilot in our mind for a long time. Affirmations are a way for us to affirm in a new reality. They're a way for us to rewrite our story. So when we affirm things with I am statements, I am secure, I am loved, I am chosen, I am a money magnet, whatever it is that you want to affirm to yourself, when you say those I am statements, it's literally like rewriting a new page in a book, rewriting the start of a new story. It's reaffirming all the time things that you want to be true about your life. And the more that you do those things, the more you repeat those affirmations, the more you start to believe them over time. And the thing is that when you start doing some of these affirmations, you might not believe them, because we have this old story in the back of our mind that feels very real and very true, and we've identified with it for a long time. So what I found is when I started doing new affirmations, those old stories would be like, yeah, but that's not true and I don't believe it. And it would almost like reject it. So we've got to be aware that that is a feeling that might come up, that rejection of these new stories and these new affirmations. So when you're doing that and you feel that resistance, that's okay, because that's normal, because our old unconscious mind will fight to survive, right? Our old stories will fight to be heard and to be listened to, because basically those old stories have served a purpose. They've been there to protect you in some way, so that you would look after yourself in a way that kept you safe from doing things that might hurt you, right? They've all been there for a reason. So we can lovingly look at these old stories and be like, thank you for trying to help me. I can see what you were trying to do, but I've got this now and I want to experience life in a different way. So this is the new story that I'm going to tell myself. I'm loved, I'm chosen, I'm amazing, I'm brilliant, I deserve everything, I'm worthy of love. All the things that you want to be true, they can be true, because you can write that story and you can affirm it in. So that's what affirmations are. They're so powerful. So I have very special eyes. I have a condition called keratoconus, which means that my cornea is the wrong shape. It was getting thinner and thinner, and it means that the light doesn't refract properly to the back of my eye. So 7 years ago I was diagnosed with this condition, and my vision was so bad, like legally blind in this eye and really not great in this eye, and I didn't know what was going on. I was very, very scared. And I went to a coach back then, and she said to me, this is before I knew anything about affirmations, she said to me, you could just say to yourself all the time, I can see clearer and clearer every day in every way. And I thought, well, how the hell is that going to help? I need an actual miracle, you know, to make this better, because I'd been told that I could go blind. I'd been told that my vision might not improve, that they might not be able to find the right contact lenses for me because glasses didn't work for me. So I needed very special contact lenses, and some people with keratoconus never find the right shape for their eyes. So anyway, that was all very scary. So she said to me to say, I can see clearer and clearer every day in every way. And I thought, well, I might as well try it because I've got nothing else. And I thought it was like some kind of magic trick she was asking me to do. But what happened was, you know, I just started occasionally saying, I can see clearer and clearer every day in every way. And I started taking on that positive attitude. I started, you know, trying to do what she said. And I was resisting it, you know, like bearing in mind, I was really resisting it. I didn't really believe it was going to work. I didn't believe that the thoughts were true, nothing. But I kept saying it to myself. And I think what that did was that helped me to be able to perceive the ways and seek out the people that would help me to find the solutions that I needed. So I found a surgeon, the best surgeon that I could find in London, who did an operation on my eyes that stopped it from getting worse. I felt so safe and so protected by this surgeon, because he really knew what he was doing, and he said to me that everything was going to be okay. So he led me to a specialist who helped me find the personalized contact lenses for my eyes. And the day that I went to go and get my first pair of contact lenses, my mum was with me, and it was like one of those stories that you see on Facebook where people see for the first time, or they hear for the first time, or something like that. And I could not believe that I could see the bottom line of the chart with these special contact lenses. And my optician couldn't believe it either, because, seeing that well with my condition isn't that common. So he was like, oh, it's amazing. You've got normal vision with these lenses. And I was thinking, it's the affirmations. It's the affirmations. I can see clearer and clearer every day in every way. This is a miracle. And, it was amazing. My mum cried. I cried because of the state of my skin. I hadn't actually seen how spotty I was back then. I had awful skin. And it was like seeing everything in 3D for the first time. I thought, oh my God, I've got to sort out my skin. Anyway, that's by the way, it's fine now. But, at the time it was quite funny how, I thought to myself, God, there's so much detail and everything, and I'd just been missing out on it before. But yeah, it was an amazing experience to see how those affirmations had led me to the people and the places that had made it possible for me to see so well, and for my vision to get better over time. And, my vision actually has got better over time. And I attribute that to the affirmations, to my attitude towards it, right? So this is an example of how we can use affirmations to shift our perceptions and seek out the things that we're looking for, right? Because when we're telling ourselves these things, our unconscious mind wants to prove it right, because the unconscious mind and our ego wants to be right all the time. So my unconscious mind was starting to believe that I could see clearer and clearer every day in every way. I started thinking about how I could use affirmations in other areas of my life, like money, like my relationships, like my career, like my general sense of health and happiness. And so I did what I'd seen other people do, which is use affirmations and just say things that they wanted to be true. So money comes to me easily and freely. I'm secure. Relationships are safe for me. Right? And these things are like creating new beliefs. They're creating new beliefs with repetition. So what we're doing is repeating a thought until it becomes so familiar to us. And that familiarity is really key, because our unconscious mind loves familiarity. And it loves familiarity so much that it will keep you stuck in old negative patterns, because it just likes familiarity. Humans are like that. We just like things that feel comfortable and safe, even if they're uncomfortable. So the more you repeat a positive thought, the more familiar your mind and your unconscious mind will get with it, and then it will start to accept it more, and it will become part of you and who you are, right? So then it starts to become a real thing. But the thing is that we have to, when we start doing these things, they don't feel right, they don't feel real, we don't believe them, and that's okay, because we don't know how it feels to feel safe in relationships sometimes. We don't remember what it's like. We don't really know what it's like for money to come to us easily and freely. What's that feeling like? Have we ever really felt it? Maybe not. What we're doing is we're cultivating that feeling from within, so that we start to create the feeling, and then that becomes what we know, what's familiar to us. And when we create it from within, we start seeing it on the outside. So don't worry if you don't know what that feels like. Don't worry if you don't know how it feels to be abundant, for things to be, amazing for you, for relationships to feel like a safe place. If you don't know what that feels like, it's okay, because you're going to create it through repetition, through imagining what it might be like. And as you do that, your amazing, incredible, powerful imagination will start to generate those feelings for you, so that you can know what it's like, and then you will start to experience it in your life. So how do we find the perfect affirmations for us? How do we find the ones that are most suited to us? How do we not just give ourselves loads of affirmations that we don't actually need? This is my tip for you, okay? What I want you to do is, whenever you're feeling an emotion that you don't like, and you're thinking things that are not great, what I want you to do is zoom out and look at those thoughts. What stories are you telling yourself? Is it, I'm not lovable? Is it, he doesn't want me, she doesn't want me? Is it, they want someone else? So say it's, okay, my person wants to be with someone else. So what is the belief there that you've got? Is it, I'm second best? Is it, I'm not a priority? Is it, I'm not good enough? Could be any or all of those things. So write them down. Like, writing them down is okay. You don't need to worry about the fact that you're writing it down, because what you're doing is just observing it. You're just seeing it for what it is, which is an old story. So when you've written it down, all you do is you write the opposite of that. So you write, I'm a priority, I am first best, and I am chosen, and I am good enough exactly as I am. And they become your new affirmations. So let me recap on that. You find the feeling, you experience the feeling, you zoom out, you look at it, you really look at it, and you think, what stories am I telling myself here? Write them down, then literally just write the opposite. And those are your affirmations, because those feelings and those thoughts that you're having are telling you what your unconscious mind is saying. This is the conscious power that we've all got. This is the conscious ability to create that I want to share with you, because it is amazing. So when you do that, you see these negative thoughts, you write down the positive ones. Those positive ones will not feel real at first, okay? That's fine. That is fine. You're just going to repeat them. And as you repeat them, you will grow in confidence with them. And as you repeat them, you'll be more familiar with them. And you just keep doing that. So how often do we do that? It's a good question, right? Because when I did those affirmations with my eyes, I didn't do them that much. I did them sometimes when I was going to sleep. I did them sometimes when I was, just in the house. And I did them when I felt like it. There was no pressure for me to do them. What I don't want you to do is what I did when I was trying to recreate my relationship with my specific person. And I drove myself crazy by literally spending all my time being really obsessed with affirmations. I didn't realise that I didn't actually need to do them that much, right? We do need to do them as often, as frequently as we can, but not to the point where it feels unnatural and we feel like we're really obsessing over it. Okay, so what I do now is I will say affirmations a lot throughout the day, right? But I'll do it when I want to, when it feels good. So when I'm walking to the supermarket, when I'm going on a little walk into town, when I'm going for my affirmation walk, I call it. When I am sitting on my own, when I haven't got much to do, when my mind is idle, I'll take that opportunity for me to affirm in new things, affirm the story that I want to be true. And the other thing that I do is I have a document on my computer where, whenever I feel like it, if I feel like it, I'll start writing down my affirmations. I'll start just spilling them out, like in any particular order. It doesn't matter. I just am writing positive stuff that I want to be true, all of it. I want to repeat it, and some of them are really repetitive. In fact, a lot of them are really, really repetitive, and some of them are, just new sentences that affirm the same thing in different ways, right? So I've got that document on my computer. I've also got one on my phone that I sometimes look at when I'm out and about, but I don't let it take over my life, okay? I don't do that because I want to feel just natural and normal. I want to enjoy my day. I want to feel like me, which is just a normal person getting on with my life. But I have got to the point where I actually do enjoy giving myself these affirmations because they feel good, because I like telling myself things about myself that I love. I'm thinking things that are positive, so of course they're going to make me feel good, and I just enjoy doing it. It's not a chore for me like it once was when I was doing them at work and people were asking me what the hell I was doing. Don't do that. I don't think you should do that. I think you should be able to separate when you're doing this to when you think you should be doing it because you're trying to get something, okay? We're not doing that. We're doing it because we deserve it, because we're powerful and amazing people that deserve to feel loved and deserve to be loved and deserve to experience all the money and all the abundance and everything that we want in our life, right? We deserve that, so we are changing the story. And you're just going to do that as often and as frequently as you can. And the thing is that you do need to repeat it. You do need the repetition, because your unconscious mind learns through repetition. It's like riding a bike. It's like learning to drive, right? We stumble, we stutter, we stall. It's very unnatural to us. And then it becomes natural. Then it becomes easy. Then it becomes automatic, right? It's like that. So affirmations are amazing. Please use them. I think I'll do another video about specific things, specific affirmations that I've used for specific things. And just as a very short end to this video, I'll tell you some of my favourite affirmations, okay? Love stays. Love stays. I'm safe in relationships because I'm always treated with love and respect. Money comes to me easily and freely from all directions. I'm good enough exactly as I am, and there is nothing that I need to do to prove it. And also, I am secure. I am secure. Okay? All these things are probably my favourite affirmations that I use a lot, and they encapsulate everything. And I think the number one affirmation that you can always fall back on and always use as your safety blanket for everything that might possibly go wrong is, everything is unfolding for me exactly as it should all the time. Everything is unfolding for me exactly as it should all the time. Right? So no matter what happens, that's the one you fall back on, and you trust it, and you just let yourself sit there with that truth and let that be the truth, and then it will be. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like some coaching, then please let me know. My email is just below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.